مرحبا حوات أحات زيناي ولدوسي قدم زيناي وياني تግራይና በኤርትራ መስመጹ ቀደም አብ ዋይኤምሲ ዝበሃል ወሰል ነበር ነራ ከም ዝሆቴል ግን ኩላትና ኤርትራውያን ኢትዮጵያውያን ተጋሩ አምሓሩ ኦሮሞ ሱዳን አፍሪካውያን ላቲን አሜሪካ ላቲኖ አውሮፓውያን ኢስት አፍሪካ ኢስት አውሮፓውያን ኩሉ ቻይና ገለካ ኩሉ ዓለም ዝከቦ ነሩ and I think it's 1998 99 then this ሓደ ፍሳሐ ዝበሃል ሓፂር ወድ ነሩ ወድ ስመራ obviously ብትውልዱ ሓማስየኒ ፊሽ ብሎ ኣብ ናይ እንዳ ይሁዳ ይሰርሕ ነይሩ ዞም ይሁዳውያን ሾፕ ናቶም ይሰርሕ ነይሩ ደን ሓደ ዓል ሰደንሊ ትኩነታት ምስ መፀ ናይ ውግ ማለት እዩ እዚ ወዲ ኢዮብ ተጠንቀቁሉ ዓጋሜ ኢልዎም ነቶም ኩሎም ማዕሮደ ደን ማይ ግድነስ I was so shocked እዚ ወዲ እንታይ ማለት እዩ like so obviously ከምዚ ወረይ ዝነዝሕ ዘሎ ነው ከምዚ አይዞሌት ጌርካ ንሰብ ሰብ ከምዚ ይቆርቦ ትገብሮ መሻለካ ሰብ عجامة وقادرنا ما يقول هاتونا قليل بقى هلو سب فرحكا لايكرو هاتو أبتك زيتي بتعمي كرايسيس نيروزنا ويانه مسير ترازنا بروج لايكرو and it would be I haven't seen him for so many years and ده حركة كابلك زخا أسلام هاي تتنقلوا زين تاي بالمسيركم كاركتر assassination نودك سبات رسالة همانتهم توزم وانا تنصلهم مجمره ازي تنقولوا عقامه تግራይ ازي ካብ ዓረብ ዝመፀ እስላማይ ተጠንቀቁሉ ገለ ላይግና ازي ሻሃይ ዓሳቦርታይ ተጠንቀቁሉ ላይግና ገለ ከይብለና ላይግና እዚ እንታይ ባል ካራክተር አሳሲኔሽን ናይ ወዲ ሰባት ብፍላይ ርእሰ ተኣማንነት ሃልይዎም ኣብ ሕብረተሰብ ቅቡላት ኮይኖም ብጣዕሚ ፖፑላር ክኾኑ ይኽእሉ ኤክስትሪምሊ ኢንተሊጀንት ፒፕል ብጣዕሚ ሃይሊ so safa ምናልባት really social skill ናቶም amazing ዝኾነ ህልዎም ናይ ዘረባ ክእላት oratory skill speech skill charisma ናይ meeting ናይ ምምራሕ ክእለት ኣብ social ቦታታት ምስ ኩሉ ዓለም ዝዋሱ እዚኦም ኣስጋት እንተዳ ኮይኖም ዘፍርሖም እንተዳ ኮይኖም እንታይ ገብሩ እዚ ትግራዋይ ተጠንቀቁሉ እዚ እስላማይ ሻሃይ እዚ ኣሰቦርታይ እዚ ዓረቢ ሕጂ ሰብ ኩላ ሰብ ትፈርሕ ዓጋሜ ላኪና ሕጂ እሳእታዊ ጉዳይ እዚኣ ፍሳሐ ኣብ ዋይኤምሲ እንዳበልና ከለና ናሁ ኣዝ really ኣብቲ ግዜ ብጣዕሚ ስማዓካ ላኪና ከመይ ገይሩ ዝወዱ እዚ ዓጋመ ብለኒ ይብላ አሚን obviously ዓጋመ ዲ ወላ ሻሃይ ወላ ዓሳቦርታ ወላ ትግርኛ ኤርትራዊ ኮንሲ አምላኽ ይባዕሉ ይቡ ከምበር ሳዝም ፀሓይ ኮንካን ግን ኣብቲ ግዜ I was very young I think I was maybe 23 ገላዕነት I was very young ነ ሽዑኻ ብጣዕሚ ናይ ኩነታት ናይ ወያኔ በቃ ጻዕጽዕሉ ዝነበረ like it was really tough time and the har hada akhlilu zbahal arkan yirni rastan yiro wa arka yakon injes bahal sana amat yiro wamse hiji ko ritso arigu like ti chowra hatsir gerwo then bezara mesesho like wada anta izra agame zblusi wa ማለት president na yatrasi ትግራዋይ ብሎ like አይተረጋገጸንም ሳይንስ ግን አይፈለጥሪ ትግራዋይ ብሎ like ከመይገር አይቆረን እዚ ትግራዋይ አይቆረን like hey it's okay no it doesn't matter like obviously ግን this is how much they extent ለደቀ ሰባት ለሶም ተአማንነት ከድካ በቃ ኃይሎም ተወስዶ like አነጽልካ ከሰብ ከም ዘይቀርቦም like ሰብ በቃ ተነጽልካ በይና ሐስልካ ጥልጥል እንዳወልካ ትኸይል ተባ አንተ አሁን ከም ይብሰርሙን በቃ ፍንጥስ ተሰብልካ እንግሊዛዊ አጠካ ጻዳይ አጠካ ጸልማይ አጠካ عربي عتكا ቻይና عتكا بس كله عركا كله حوكا با ابتك زيتي was serious thing معناته بفلاي ابزيم ፖለቲካውያን كل ጊዜ ናይ ደቀ ሰባት ኃይል የምዝወስዱ كله ናይ ሰባት ዝና ናይ ደቀ ሰባት ርእሰ ተኣማንነት ናቶም መልክዕ ቆሞና ናይ ትምህርቲ ክእለት ናቶም ክሬዲቢሊቲ ናይ ትምህርቲ ናይ ስራሕ ናይ ሞያ ሁሉ ናይ ሽም ናይ ወለዶም ስም ዝና عدوم كل جزء discomfort بوها inferiority complex بقى كل جزء سيلكات إنين تبل كل جزء بقى زيهم ده تصلوا اليوم زو خمسة سلو زو خونك قليل كم أنتي رسخة تدنن كم زي فرحات وكاشو تجاجو and لما سألت خونك خانو كل التعصيها ما ترى شارك كل سب يعوضوا اللي جن زي أنا في السايم سوا فيش باني راح تصيري بتعمل دقيقة كن زي زخونر كزارم معاتي أبزي شوب يزبل نيرو anyway I think በእንግሊሽ ጋር ሀብለልኩም I think because guys because especially in the European countries in the West the Westerners and everyone, I think, to be honest, try to instill that kind of roots background of our kids. Obviously, like they can tell them like, hey, this is African, like from that clan, from this clan, from this tribe, from this ethnicity. He could be very dangerous, or maybe like he could be a Muslim, or he's from Tigray, or from Ethiopia, or from like or we don't know his roots, like his parents say they came from this village from Eritrea, kind of thing. They make them feel insecure about their identity, about their background, because especially we Eritreans, we are really extremely proud people. Like so many thousands, tens of thousands of history, so much interlinked within each other. We are all the same. I mean, even though we are separately divided by ethnicity and clan and everything, more or less we are kind of like the same people, because especially when you read the anthropological books written by the Italians, by the British, by the Turkish, Arabs, like there is literally no difference amongst each other. Obviously, there was a religion that came from the Middle East, Arabs, especially after Muhammad, and a lot of people changed their religion by force into Islam, and that completely changed the demographics of our people, our identity. Like a lot of people feel the Arabs, or maybe a lot of people think themselves as Jewish. Unbelievably, they don't see themselves as Africans, but we are original Africans, my friend. Obviously, we go light skin. If you analyze all these people, or all these pharaohs in Egypt, they have the same curly hair like us, really beautiful hairstyle, magnets, man. Handsome face, beautiful faces, our daughters and our moms, our sisters, extremely beautiful chestnut color. Everyone envies it, my friend. Like, look at that. It's something that you celebrate with pride, with a lot of pride and dignity. So this ethnicity, genealogy, I don't know how to pronounce it in English. We have to give all the information for our kids so that they feel secure, not ostracized or ostracized, kind of like being segregated from other people based on the discomfort and inferiority complex the Westerners give to our kids. So it's very important. We give them a written document of minimum 8, 10 kind of hierarchical our ancestors' roots. Then they would feel so secure, and they tell them, hey, our grandparents are from this village, from this area, from this town in Eritrea, So I did ask all my roots back home in my country, to my parents and all the elderly people, especially my dad and the family, everyone, I want all my sisters, brothers to share this information to our kids. Obviously, this is their record, this is their database. They feel so secure, flaunt it, just they don't go to the DNA sequencing, kind of what do they have, this DNA bank in the UK. They tell you, you got 10% Arab, you got 5% Jewish, you got 2% African, Chinese. Who knows? They can make it up. They can tamper it and just give you all the confusion in your mind. Then they make you crazy, my friend. But this is proper oral history passed down to us in a written. Well, it was orally, but we have to write and give to our kids so that they don't go through any biological testing, blood testing, DNA testing, So this is the kind of really strong foundation root that we give them, empower them, feel they have to celebrate their identity, their looks, their hair, their intelligence, everything, their family background, history. So in line to that thought, I'm just putting all my information on my Facebook profile so that other people, especially my relatives, my sisters, my brothers, and other family members can share that information to my immediate relatives and everyone. And I do recommend, like, all the other parents to give that information to their kids. Otherwise, this, especially in the UK, it's really tough, my friend. Like, little problem, you have little information gap. They can dig it so deep further until you lose your memory. That's how much important it is, my friend. It's not like a joke. They can make your life like a hell. At last, you just end up losing the game, the fight of representing yourself, of your feeling, of your attachment, your pride, your power of your sense of you being, like, as an Eritrean, as an African, we are we are refugees in this country, and the most important thing is we have to be extremely proud of who we are, my friend. So in line to that thought, that's why I'm putting all this information to share and to be an example to the rest of my other clans. I mean, obviously, we know that kind of like ethnic kind of clan kind of divided people. We are extremely conscious of our identity. At the same time, it's not a big issue in our country, but obviously this is the West, my friend. This is especially if you're a black person, African, or from the northern eastern African, closer to the Arabic kind of East Africa, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Djibouti. They target you a lot so that they can take your power, your identity, your self-confidence, your being. At last, what they make you just make you feel as if you're just nothing. Just you just piece of scrap off, just rubbish. So that's the whole idea, just to take your power, your thought about yourself, your perception about yourself, your identity. So it's very important, my friend. When you go to Eritrea, to Ethiopia, all the people look like you. They speak the same language like you. You go to Sudan, Egypt, to Djibouti, Somalia, everywhere, my friend. You don't feel that kind of insecurity feeling. It's in the West, when you come to the West, they instill that thought, you are always conscious, you feel so insecure. So it's very important we hand this information to our kids so that they feel so secure, and they do have information, historical backup to say, hey, this is my information. That's the village where I came from. That's my roots, my friend. That's the town. That's the sea. That's the sea harbor, the beach, everything, my friend. So they can defend themselves in a written form, in their psychological kind of makeup, stability, the way they walk, the way they talk. They feel so well grounded. So it's very important that we pass this information to them so that they can feel extremely stable, not shakeable kind of really insecure feeling. Thank you, guys. Today is Friday, and I cannot say anything else because it's not like in the past where you go to the wine bar and good places, you hang around with friends, nice music, So you come out and everything just changed. We have to do it in Africa and Eritrea, okay? So I'll invite you in Massawa Beach. We can have all the music and everything with a really warm feeling. Music, food, laughter, swimming, sunshine, warm weather, okay? So you guys, you have a lovely evening.